Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 598 for January 1 through 15, 2022. Mercury turning retrograde is the featured event in the first half of January. We also have 4 Neptune aspects in 1 week, a Capricorn new moon, and a magical Mars-Jupiter quintile. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein, broadcasting from thisweekinastrology.com. I'm posting this episode a few days early since it needs to go live before I leave for Peru on December 26. I'll be gone for 2 weeks for an ayahuasca retreat. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. This Week in Astrology is honored to be one of the internet's top 10 astrology podcasts. Check out our website where you can hear the show and subscribe to podcast updates. And if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. What's old as we come into January, a waning moon, Uranus is retrograde through January 18, and Venus is retrograde through January 29th at 3:46 a.m. EST. On Sunday, January 2nd, a new moon lines up at 1:34 p.m. EST at about 12 degrees Capricorn, 12 degrees 20 minutes to be exact. Any Capricorn new moon is great for new beginnings or fresh energy in several areas. You can choose to be more mature, responsible, and productive. You can set boundaries better and use time more efficiently. You can plan the work and work the plan, and you can play the role of the wise elder. Aspects. The moon and sun are conjunct Juno. Are your committed partnerships giving you the results you want? Do you have enough committed partnerships that are specifically about accomplishment? Is it time to start some new ones that will help you meet your goals? The luminaries are square Chiron, which brings in the theme of trauma healing. Do you have practical shadow work tools that can help you with this? If not, check out my field-tested healing invocation included in my free invocation masterclass. That's linked in the show notes, or just go to astroshaman.com. In the upper right corner of the menu bar, there's the word invocations. Click that and it will lead you where you need to go. Chiron's mentor theme ties in with the Capricorn wise elder theme. Are you getting the sage counsel that you need or providing it to others? The trauma healing theme is reinforced by Ceres' sesquare to the sun and moon. Being the grain goddess, Ceres also opens the door to abundance, especially since she's in Taurus, the sign of money. Uranus forms a tight trine with the luminaries. Rather than doing things as they've always been done, this smooth aspect encourages you to innovate. Trust your intuitive hits. Uranus and Capricorn play well together if you lead with your flashes of inner guidance, then follow a practical plan to implement them. This new moon's tightest aspect is a semi-sextile with Aquarian Saturn. Aquarius has the same keywords as Uranus, while Saturn's interpretation is the same as Capricorn's. So this minor hard aspect adds energy to what I've already said about Uranus and Capricorn. This new moon's Sabian symbol is a fire worshiper meditates on the ultimate realities of existence. Action, or fire, taken without deeper understanding can, as Shakespeare wrote in Macbeth, lead to life being, quote, a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing, end quote. Balancing action and meditation makes it more likely that what you do will lead to a harmonious and life-affirming outcome. Next, January 5 through 11, that's Wednesday through Tuesday, Neptune makes 4 aspects in 1 week. They are January 5th, Venus sextile Neptune. That's Venus at 21 Capricorn, Neptune at 21 Pisces. On the 9th, Juno sextile Neptune, Juno 21 Capricorn, Neptune 21 Pisces. On the 10th, Sun sextile Neptune, Sun 21 Capricorn, Neptune 21 Pisces. And then on January 11, Mars square Neptune, Mars 21 Sagittarius, Neptune still at 21 Pisces. For starters, this is a lot of Neptune. Its life-affirming uses include spiritual awakening, inspired creativity, and functioning in flow state. Neptune also supports dream interpretation, conscious dreaming, and unconditional love and compassion. 3 of these aspects are soft, so it will be easiest to connect with these positive manifestations. But with a hard aspect in the mix, the Mars-Neptune square, Neptune's low side could also emerge. This could include addiction, substance abuse, excessive escapism, aimless drifting, or playing the victim in a relationship. Each aspect can bring out Neptune in a different way. We'll start with the three soft aspects since they come first. They tend to express with ease and flow. The Venus-Neptune sextile energizes inspired creativity and harmonious relating. It can also help you perceive the divine in everything around you. The Juno-Neptune sextile can help you merge more deeply in your committed partnerships. The Sun-Neptune sextile can make it easier for you to embody divine consciousness in your daily activities. Venus, Juno, and the Sun all sextile Neptune from Capricorn. This Neptune-Capricorn synergy supports law of attraction manifestation and embodied awakening, as well as conscious dissolution. Finally, we have the Mars-Neptune square. Neptune can have a fog factor, so be careful not to leap into gear if you're confused, and try to be sure that you're not acting based on misinformation. This square also has positive potentials. These include inspired leadership, sacred sex, and an athletic flow state. Next, on Tuesday, January 11 only, are you ready to leap into inspired, expansive action? The stars are supporting you with a Mars-Jupiter quintile. That's Mars at 21 Sagittarius and Jupiter at 3 Pisces. By the way, when I said this day only, I didn't mean that the effects start and end on this day. That's contrasted with the prior interpretation that lasted for several days. In case I didn't mention this lately, the aspects I mentioned are good for at least a week either side, but with aspects like Mars, they can last up to 2 weeks. If I'm talking about an aspect that includes the interpersonal planets like the Sun, Mercury, and Venus, those are good for a week either side. Mars aspects are typically good for 2 weeks either side, just to give you a sense of duration. So back to this aspect, the 72-degree quintile aspect, which is 1/5 of the circle, supports inspired creativity and divine connection. Mars is eager to be a leader, warrior, pioneer, or sexual being. The 9th astrological archetype gets double emphasis since Mars is in Sagittarius and aspects Jupiter. This energy is adventurous and expansive. It wants to understand the meaning of life better and loves to travel outside and inside. And it's excited to share its accumulated wisdom with others. Finally, Jupiter's in Pisces. If you're so inclined, this supports focusing some of that Martian energy into spirituality or expressing your inspired creativity. It can also help all your actions happen in the zone. On Friday, January 14, Mercury turns retrograde at 6:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 10 degrees 20 minutes Aquarius. The winged messenger will turn direct again on February 3rd at 11:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then it'll be about 24.5 degrees Capricorn. Mercury retrograde is better suited for reflection than action. With Venus also retrograde through January 29th, this is doubly true. Wait if you can, act if you must. I'll start with factors that are unique to this Mercury retrograde. Then I'll close with advice that applies to any Mercury retrograde period. Aquarius and Capricorn. Retrograde Mercury spends its first 12 days through January 25th backpedaling through Aquarius. This is a great time to contemplate how well you're embracing what's unique about yourself and sharing it with the world as appropriate. Are you taking action on your intuitive hits? And are you serving others using your special gifts and talents that you most love to use? Mercury completes its retrograde with 9 days in Capricorn, January 26th through February 3rd. This period's ideal for pondering how happy you are with your current level of maturity, responsibility, and efficiency. Are you taking care of business, both personally and professionally? Are you using time well? Are you planning the work and working the plan? Aspects. Mercury is conjunct Saturn. Saturn has the same meaning as Capricorn, so this reinforces all the Capricorn themes just mentioned. Since Saturn is in Aquarius, it subtly reinforces the Aquarian themes too. But the Aquarian themes are much more potently energized by a very tight Mercury-Uranus square. This is a hard aspect, so be especially sensitive to any challenges you're experiencing with the Aquarian themes previously discussed. If you don't embody the high side of Uranus Aquarius during this Mercury retrograde, you might experience increased agitation, nervousness, or irritability. Things could become more chaotic in your internal and external worlds. Focus on the life-affirming expressions of this archetype, which I've already described, and give it something better to do. Since Saturn and Uranus are square, this Mercury retrograde also activates the many themes of this square. As you may know, this has been 2021's biggest astrological event. If you want to learn more about that Saturn-Uranus square, I have a link in the show notes. Mercury is also sextile Chiron as it reverses course. This gives harmonious, energetic support to healing and mentoring. Finally, Mercury is trine the Moon, which is in Gemini, the sign with the same meaning as Mercury. This gives easy flowing support for reflection, learning, and communication that promote your emotional well-being. This aspect is a reminder that your thoughts potently influence your emotions. Do your best to choose thoughts that are helpful and life-affirming. And now, the usual advice. As with all Mercury retrogrades, if possible, delay major new beginnings until Mercury is direct again. If a major purchase or contract signing can be postponed without major negative consequences, do so. Double check any travel plans and make sure you're understanding and being understood. Finally, Mercury retrograde is an excellent time to complete things you've already started, get things repaired, and engage in reflection and introspection. Announcements. Everyone is welcome to participate in many Awakening Plus Zoom calls for free. These events support your individual healing and awakening, as well as global spiritual awakening. Some events are for members only, but we'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Dip your toe in the water with our 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership. Here's info on our events in late December and the first half of January, all at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Every Monday, we have free public events called New Earth Support Team. In this popular weekly event, we first create our sacred container and invoke embodied awakening. Then we let our divine allies know that we've come to serve the great global awakening. They take it from there. Our spiritual service is routinely rewarded with personal healing, spiritual upgrades, and profound bliss. And since I'm posting this episode early, I'll mention our event on Wednesday, December 29th, a free public event called Seraphim Blueprint Meditation with Vanessa Johnson, guest facilitator. The Seraphim are the highest order of angels. In guest presenter Vanessa's guided meditation, the Seraphim will open a pipeline directly to you. Then they'll bless you with exactly the energies you need. You'll be held in a magical bubble, complete with protection from the violet flame. In this sacred container, you'll receive alchemical transformation at the cellular level. All you'll need to do is relax and receive the frequencies. In this profound flow state, you'll be able to deal with life challenges more harmoniously. Plus, Vanessa will tell you how you can get back to this beautiful state anytime. Then on Wednesday, January 5th, another free public event, Planetary Magic for Healing and Awakening with guest facilitator Spirit Song. She says, how often do you call on a particular planet to help you on your spiritual or physical journey? Are you aware that every planet has an energetic influence and that we can call on the energetic gifts of the planets for personal empowerment? In this gathering, we'll explore the qualities of some of the planets and perhaps one of the asteroid goddesses. We'll also have the uplifting experience of connecting to them energetically. I'll set the stage, she says, for a beautiful and powerful time of awakening for you as well as everyone who joins us as we connect with the gifts of the planets in our universal neighborhood. They have a unique ability to help us have a more rewarding Earth journey. And they can help the larger collective fully awaken to the divine beings that we all are. Together, let's expand our awareness and deepen our planetary relationships. Then on Wednesday, January 12th, members only, individual healings that also bless the senders. You can support the individual healing of the people on this monthly call and maybe even get one of your own. The magic of this process is in the combined healing intentions of everyone who participates. Don't be surprised if you receive bounce-back healing as you hold space for someone else. On our last call, we got tons of healing for the senders as well. Then on Thursday, January 13th, members only community support call. Community can be crucially important on the spiritual path. Awakening Plus members experience the joy of creating and deepening connection with each other online. We support each other in large and small groups from the comfort of our homes. Awakening Plus features at least 10 live streaming events each month. Many live events are open to everyone for free, while some events are for Awakening Plus members only. Again, we'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Members receive these exclusive benefits. About half of our 10 Zoom calls each month are members only. There's an archive of over 375 life-transforming events, along with a best of guide, so you can pick the best ones. There's a 16-part invocation masterclass course, a self-guided internal family systems therapy course, monthly community connection call, monthly Ask Me Anything call, accountability partner, forum, so much there. You can learn more or to start your 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership. Go to astroshaman.com, go to services, and then the last item on the pull down is Awakening Plus. I say awakeningplus.com, but that doesn't work for everyone. So if that doesn't work, then go to astroshaman.com and get there from the services. It's the first podcast of the month, so that means I announce our free session winner. This is Donna. We actually have two Donnas who have entered, but this is the Donna that has the word Donna at the beginning of her email. Congratulations, Donna. Just contact me at benjamin@astroshaman.com and we'll get you set up with your free session. Thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn about all this and more at astroshaman.com. To see the show notes, go to astroshaman.com/598. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I would love to connect with you. We're wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode, so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.